God never promises that his people will be totally sheltered from disaster or evil or even at times from famine. Paul said, I know what it's like to live in plenty and I know what it's like to live with little. You say, well, is there any comfort in the way God provided for Elijah for my own life because I'm a follower of the Messiah? Yes, there is, but not as the prosperity theologians would have you to believe. They would have you to believe that God wants to supernaturally supply, and Elijah had a supernatural supply as one of them preached, and the others didn't because he had greater faith. Nothing could be further from the truth. Were they less blessed? Were they less righteous? Were they less faithful? Scores of them had given their lives for the cause. But shysters like Joel Osteen and Benny Hinn and Creflo Dollar and Kenneth Copeland and Jim Baker, they might tell you, well, Elijah had greater faith. And by the way, where are all these faith healers in the time of this virus? I don't see any of them around right now. No, these 7,000 men were right in the middle of God's will. Paul said, I have learned the secret of being filled and going hungry, both of having abundance and suffering need. Yes, God will provide, but not always the way we might think. Isaiah writes, for my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declares the Lord. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. God allowed some to be provided for in a cave. He allowed others to die by the hand of Jezebel. Why? Because their service was over. George Whitefield, the great evangelist of couple hundred years ago, said the worker is immortal until God is finished with him. And there comes a time when God is finished with us. And it's time to go home. And sometimes he takes the servant home even through persecution and batting. Because his ways are not our ways. That doesn't preach. That doesn't fill churches. That doesn't pack stadiums. No, it doesn't. But it's the truth. It's what God has revealed in his word.